I'm sitting in my RAV4 Prime, going to go on a little holiday, but I'm trying to figure out how to use the adaptive cruise control. I don't use it very often. So I pull out the 800-page user manual, and oh my gosh, I can't go through 800 pages. There's got to be an easier way. Let me show you how I figured out how to do it. All right, I'm now on my Pixel 8 Pro. Let's open up Notebook LM. Let's find it. Here's the familiar Notebook LM. Open this now. And I'm going to go to my user manual. I've got my user manual organized here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask it for adaptive cruise control. Click here. And let's come back up to the start. And here is a comprehensive guide and dynamic radar cruise control with full speed range. Here's all the information I need to tell me how the adaptive cruise control works.
Hello everyone and welcome. I'm glad you're here today because we're going to explore something new, and I promise it's not scary. The tool we're going to be looking at is called Notebook LM, and it's made by Google. Now, you've probably used Google before, maybe for Gmail, Google Photos, or even just looking things up on the internet. Well, Notebook LM is another free service from them, and it's designed to help you stay organized, learn faster, and save time. Here's the best part: you don't need to be a computer expert to use it. Whether you've been using a computer for years or you're just starting out, Notebook LM can be helpful. Think of it like this. Have you ever wished you had a helper who could read through a big pile of papers and tell you only the important parts? Or maybe you wanted someone to take your recipes and turn them into a shopping list. Or perhaps you got a stack of travel brochures and you love a quick summary of what's included. That's exactly what Notebook LM can do. During our time, I'll explain what Notebook LM actually is, how you can get it, what it costs, how to get started, and I'll share some real-life examples that I think seniors like us will find especially useful. So relax, sit back, and let's take this one step at a time. By the end of this video, you'll see that Notebook LM is like having your own personal assistant right on your computer. All right, here we are in my Chrome browser. Let me show you how to get Notebook LM. Now, when we do bring up Notebook LM, you will be asked to log into your Google account. The reason for this is, of course, all your changes and everything, all the notebooks you're going to be making are all saved to Google Drive, which means that no matter what device you're in, whether you have an app on your phone like I showed you earlier, all the information will be at your fingertips no matter what device you're on. It's all saved and you'll have it there to use on your phone or your Chromebook or your PC. Whatever you're there, it's all there for you. So let me quickly show you how to find Notebook LM. It's really difficult. Let me show you. You go into the search and let's type in Notebook LM. So if you just sign in into your Google account, away you go. One of the things I want you to do, though, what I'd like you to do is to bookmark this site. I think this is important because you're going to be using this site a lot, and I'm going to suggest just bookmark it. So you see this little button here, the little star, click this and say you're going to bookmark it. I like to bookmark it to my bookmark bar, so it's right up here. I'm going to give it some priority because I'm going to be using it all the time. Say done. I'm just going to come down now because it's down at the way down here at the bottom. And I'm going to bring this up and I'm just going to put it right in here, right up here. There you are. We have it bookmarked to the bookmark bar saying Google Notebook LM. But that's a lot of real estate. These are my priority things I use at the top here. So I would like to shorten this. So if you right click it here, we can edit this. And instead of saying Google Notebook LM, all as I'm going to do is I'm going to say, I'm just going to rename it here, and I'm going to call it NLM, Notebook LM. I'm going to save this, and now I have a little button here. If I open this up and I want Notebook LM, I just click this, and it'll take you right into Notebook LM. So when we click this, it's going to take us right into Notebook LM. Let's see how this works. So we're going to start on my Chrome web browser, and remember that little button that we made here, Notebook LM. Let's start this and see what happens. This is the first screen you're going to come up to. Now, if this is the first time you're using it, you will have to log into your Google account and sign in. But once you've done it once, you won't have to do it again. The other thing is, if you look over to the right, you'll see Get the App. I'm going to be demonstrating this today on a Windows 11 PC, so it will be a little bit different if you're using this on a mobile device, but again, there is an app for that. So the first thing, you're going to come down here and you'll see Try Notebook LM. As I mentioned earlier, you do not have to download any software or anything. It's nothing to do with your PC. The other thing is that this is a rapidly changing piece of software. Google is putting a lot of money into this, and it's adding some real cool stuff all the time. So the menus change. So if you're watching this a couple of months later, things will be maybe a bit different. So let's log in now, and we're going to bring it in. Let me bring over the screen here. And this is what it's going to look like when you log in. Now, I want you to look over. I'll just give you a bit of the lay of the land here. If you come up over to the left, you'll see there's three little buttons here. There's All, there's My Notebooks, and then there's the Featured Notebooks. These are ones that Google has made for you, and they think that you might be interested in this based on prior searches and so on and so forth. So let's have a look, and I want to just click on the first notebook that was made. This is made for us. This is a feature notebook, and this is the screen that you will have, and this is your working screen. And I want you to show you on the left side here are what we call sources, and these are the sources that are going to be available for you to do what you want to do with whatever your sources are. And we'll talk a little bit about what those could be. But in this case, the sources are all made for you because this is a science fan guide to visiting Yellowstone. So they have all the sources done for you on the left side. Now, the center part of the page is something real simple. You just, at the bottom here, you just start typing, and you can type anything you want in here and ask questions, and it will go through all your information here on the left side, and it will answer those questions. So and they've made some questions up here for you. How do Yellowstone's diverse geological features? Let's just click this. It's going to search all your information there, and it's going to come up in a second with some information for you. Now, if you look, so here you have, it gives you all the information about Yellowstone's national parks, diverse geological features, and goes on and explains all that. Now, the real magic here, folks, is on the right side. And this is pretty cool stuff that it will do on the right side. And these are things that you can do with your data. And I'll go over that in a few minutes with you. And this is the magic sauce on the right side in this column. And the features in this column are changing, as I said, because Google keeps adding more and more information. Many years, well, not many years ago, but a long time ago when Notebook LM started, remember, it was just a podcast. It took all your information and made it into a podcast, and there were two people talking. That was about all it could do at that time, but it was pretty cool. Folks, it's all changed. There's a lot more for you, and we're going to talk about some of that today. So this is let's just go back over the lay of the land now. On the left side is sources. In the middle will be your workstation or work spot, and you can choose whatever you want to do. And on the right side, of course, is the magic sauce, and we'll be talking about that. So that's how we start out getting Notebook LM. All right, let me give you a good application for this. Now, you saw that at the beginning of the video. Okay, we're in Notebook LM. We're going to come over to, we could go to all, you see on the tab here, we're going to go to My Notebooks now. And in My Notebooks, you'll see these are all my personal notebooks that I've made. And let's click on RAV4 User Manual. Like, who wants to do a 900-page manual and carry that around? So this is a great application for you. Watch how easy this is. So I made a notebook for my RAV4 user manual. This is so simple. Do you remember this? This interface here. On the left, we have sources. In the middle, we have our workspace. And on the right here, we have the secret sauce, right? So I wanted to make a notebook about my RAV4 user manual because whoever wants to carry that big manual around. So all as I did in sources, what would be my source? Well, it would be the user manual. Well, how am I going to get that big, thick user manual into a digital copy? Well, I just went to Toyota Canada, went to support, and they've got all the manuals there. So and all I had to do, if you look at sources, it says add a source, right? So click this, and this brings up this menu. So you can upload a source. So all I have to do is click this, and I can upload the PDF file from Toyota Canada right into Notebook LM. And that's what you see over on the left there. Now, what other types of things can you upload? Well, if you come down here on the left, you can see you can upload Google Docs, Google Slides. You can also upload websites. Yes, you can take a website or YouTube videos. We'll talk some cool stuff about that. Or you can copy and paste text right in there. So these are all ways that you can get sources into your notebook LM, right? So all as I wanted for this one was I just wanted my user manual in so that I could bring it up and I could search quickly and find out exactly how to do something. So if I want to, let's say I want to learn how to dim my headlights, if I type, it'll bring it up right away and it's going to tell me exactly how to dim my headlights. It's going to search the user manual and it's going to come up with the results. So here it is. It found it immediately, how to dim my headlights. I don't have to go through the manual and look at that. That's pretty cool. Now, the real cool thing about this is, of course, remember there's an app on your phone. So since this is in the cloud, it doesn't matter. All these are going to be synchronized to your portable device, your Chromebook, whatever you're doing. It'll all be synced because it's all part of your Google account. So that's why it's super great, because I can now, when I have my phone in the car and I want to know how to dim my lights, it's all right there, easy to use, and I don't have to try and fumble through the manual. So manuals are great. I have set up a number of manuals. If we come back here now, let's come back. The other one I did is my camera. I have a EOS M200 digital camera that I use, and that's what I'm using for this presentation. I use it in the studio, and it has a manual that goes with it, and I'm always looking up stuff in there, and it's super easy. And again, I just imported the PDF file. Just a note I remembered to tell you about sources. It was interesting, but you cannot put a spreadsheet in sources. So that was an interesting one, but there is no ability to upload a spreadsheet into Notebook LM. Well, what I did was I was trying some different things with health data, and I saved it as a CSV file, or even save it as a PDF, and then you can upload that into Notebook LM. All right, that's basically that's how you get started. Let's continue on. All right, let's start a new notebook, and I'll show you how this might work. I'm going to come over on the left-hand side. We'll click here, and we're going to come back, and I'm going to click this little button here, create a new notebook. Well, we don't have an idea what we want to talk about, So we don't have any sources though. So we're going to come up to the right side here and it says Discover Sources. And it says, what are you interested in? Okay, I've typed in now, I am a senior with a spouse with mobility problems and would like to take a Mediterranean cruise. All right. Now I'm wanted the sources. I could have some predetermined brochures or stuff that I'd collected on the web, and it could be in Google Drive. I could add that, but we're going to get it from the web, and I'm just going to submit. And now Notebook LM is going to go onto the web, and it's going to create all our sources on the left side for us. And here they are. And you can select the sources, all right? I'm just going to import them all for sake of speed, and it's just going to add them all to the left side. So you don't have to go out and find all your sources. Now it's going to create an accessible cruising seniors guide. So let's ask it what cruise line it would recommend. All right, so now you'll see that it's given us a detailed report on accessibility staterooms, medical services, shore excursions, all the things you may want to consider if you're a senior traveling with someone with disabilities. It gives you all the information along with what cruise lines have specific help for you for disabilities. All here, easy to research. And you can now save this as a note, and it will save over here as a note, so you can come back to that if you want to come back and look at it, and you can do another search. Pretty simple, eh? Here's another feature that you can do with this information. If we come over to the magic sauce on the right here, and we look down and we look at reports, we can create a briefing doc. All right, now if we created a briefing doc, suppose you were a travel agent and you wanted to put a letter out about cruising with disabilities, you just create this, and I've already done this. It took a few seconds to do. And here is your briefing doc, and it gives you all the information about traveling with someone with disabilities. All done there, and you can use this in your newsletter, or if you're publishing some information about traveling with disability, it's all here for you. It's that simple. Before I show you one more interesting feature about Notebook LM, I would encourage you to spend some time and look on YouTube. There's hundreds of videos about all the many features of Notebook LM. Keep exploring and you'll have a lot of fun with this. And remember, there's 3 things that you have to remember. It's free, it's simple. You should not be scared about AI. This is really simple stuff to do, and there's a lot of value in it, particularly for seniors. So I would really encourage you to keep learning this, and it is a great free program. Let me just show you the last feature. I found this so cool. I want to just bring up this notebook here, and this was about a video that I made 2 weeks ago, and it was about frustration around Windows 10 to 11. And this is the video that I made and published, and it was about 20 minutes long. Now, to add a video into sources, just click the add, and you come down here and you see where it says YouTube. Just click on this, and you can just paste the URL from the video here, and it will upload it. And there it is. There's my video that's sitting in the sources. And I could have done a lot of searching and stuff with it, but I came over here and there's a video overview. Now I'm not going to click this and start this because it takes a few minutes to do, but it remade the video automatically for me with graphics and audio all down to about 6 minutes. So it redid the video. So this is an incredibly useful feature. I was so excited, and it's really very good. So it's a feature that you have if you are a video creator. This is a very powerful tool for you. Well, we've covered a lot today, so let's bring it all together. Notebook LM is Google's new tool that acts like a personal assistant for your notes and documents. It can summarize, explain, and organize information so you don't have to dig through piles of text yourself. And the best part, it's free right now. You don't need your All you need is your Google account to sign in. So here's some tips for success. Start small. Don't upload everything at once. Try one recipe or one newsletter just to get comfortable. Use plain English. You don't need to know special computer words. Just type what you'd ask a friend. Make it simple. What's the main idea? Be mindful, don't upload private conversations like banking or sensitive medical information. Stick to safe things. Practice. The more you use Notebook LM, the more natural it will feel, just like learning to ride a bike. I want to leave you with this thought. Notebook LM isn't just for young people or tech experts. It's a tool that you can help all of us save time, stay organized, and maybe even have some fun along the way. So give it a try. You might be surprised at how helpful it feels to have your own digital assistant right in your computer, ready to help anytime. Thank you so much for spending time with me. I hope this session inspires you to explore Notebook LM and see what you can do with it. I'm Ron Brown with Tech for Senior. Please remember that like and subscribe. And until we see you again, have a great day.